Welcome back to That Dad Guy. Thanks for tuning into the channel again, whether it's for your first time or your 100th time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting, and even going back and looking at some of the older videos. I've been noticing that people have been going through the catalog and seeing what they've missed in the past, and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much for that. A few weeks ago, I put out a request to everyone to see if people would send me around 1 minute video of how they sort and store their postcards. So you guys came through. I've got a bunch of nice videos here, some famous voices you probably will remember if you go through other YouTubers. We've got some that have decided that they would like to participate and have helped out. So thank you so much to them. So before I get on to this, I also want to say if you are watching and it is the week of February the 8th today, you still have a chance to answer the question or ask me a question on Canada Post. So just go to That Dad Guy Answers Part 1 and leave a comment. I've got some great questions already that have come in on that, but I certainly would like a few more to build up the video even better. So if you haven't asked the question yet and you've got one on Canada Post, it could be about stamps, it could be about the post office, or it could be about my job, anything to do with Canada Post, I'll be happy to try to answer it for you. All right, I hope you enjoy the videos. Here we go.
Well, 2022 is off to a good start. A friend of mine asked, how do you store your postcards? So what I do is, as they come in, I basically stuff this wreath every year, every day, just throwing in new postcards as they come in. Once it gets too heavy, some of them will start to fall out, so I'll throw them into shoe boxes to later organize them on New Year's Day. I'll separate all of my Star Wars postcards into a separate album, as those are special to me. But the rest of them I'll organize by month, and I just love to see the connections I've made.
Hello, Rob. It's Julie Norman. I live in Montana in the U.S., and here's how I organize my postcards. I have this box of postcards, and I have, first of all, I put my Montana cards, and then I have them by subject. So I've got animals, all kinds of animals. I don't have a hedgehog. I wish I did. But not only that, but I am a postcard reseller. So I have thousands of postcards. There's more in the cart and more on my shelves. So I have to keep them all organized so I can find them when I need them. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Hi Rob, Renee Lewis here, and you asked how I store my postcards that come in and the unwritten ones. So this is just a container that I store all of my official postcards in, and it is listed by country. So for instance, all of these cards right here come from Germany, Spain, right, Finland, France, etc. And then in the back, I have my direct swaps, but I'm going to have to change that out because I need more room for my officials. And then for the cards that are blank that I send out, I have 2 Raskog cards from IKEA, and I have these as well by theme. So for instance, architecture, Arkansas, which is the state that I live in, California, which is the state my son lives in, you know, castles, love, and over here going on, you know, things like military, monsters, you know, reptiles, etc. So that's how I store my postcards.
Hi everybody, my name is Gilly B, Living Her Life Her Way. That's my YouTube channel for postcrossing, and for Rob I'm going to do a short video of how I store my postcards and my incoming postcards. So let me show you. So firstly, let me pick this box of postcards up. This is my trolley, and what I do, it's on wheels, is I keep all of my postcards together, and I have just recently categorised them so it makes life so much easier when somebody says they like something with art or dogs, cats. And in that one as well, in there, so I can just pull out what I need. Christmas, buildings, countryside, bikes, autumn, art supplies, anything that's requested or wished for, I can just take it out of this box. The same with the one below. And in here I have boxed postcards. So I've got black and whites in there, comic strip Beano there, and Ladybird. I do have some other different boxed varieties as well. So yeah, I'll just keep them all in this trolley, and I can just move it around. So that lives there. These are my ad cards. So I keep all my ad cards in here. So I can just flick through. Some people like ad cards, so I try and find one in there. And to store my postcards that I've received, I have some photograph albums like this one. And that's my very first one, and that was a Queen one. So excited about that one. And what I do is that as I get a postcard, I pop it in here. And that way I can just leave them on the shelf, and when I feel like flipping through and remembering lovely cards that I've received, I can go back to it. And I'm on to my second one of these. So yeah guys, that's me. That's how I organise and send my postcards. Hope you enjoyed. Do take care. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Somerset, and this is Nutmeg. And these are my postcards. This is how I store them. It's got the sections there of the blank cards. And then I keep my bigger cards in the boxes over here. This is my stamps. Those are other stamps. And this is my washi tape. How cool is that? Also, I've got some stickers there and there. I keep them in a very old wicker basket. Bye.
Hi, Rob and fellow postcrossers. Helen from PEI. Here's my collection, how I store my collection. I was very lucky. Most of these here I got from a gift shop that was going out of business, and I got them for a very reasonable price. I collect many different seasons cards. I get Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, and I have more coming from Amazon. I have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and St. Patrick's Day, and also birthday postcards. And then I have some books here. Fairies seem to be a very popular item for a lot of people to collect. And then I just have this here. I usually carry with me whenever I go with a few postcards in it. And this is all my stickers and wash tape. Yes, I wash my clothes. I am from PEI. It's actually wash. I'm sorry. So here's my collection. Happy postcrossing, everybody.
Hello, postcard lover. I'm Melanie from Quebec. So this is how I stuck my loose cards in boxes that I purchased in the Dollarama store, which is a dollar store. So here's my Canada box. And some fairies, flower, animal, the blue cat, the jet toy, and the one that I purchased online. Also here we have landscape, the First Nation, some quote, meetup cards, glow in the dark, illustration, some other ones, and all the boxes, mostly probably Amazon boxes, are in my bookshelves. And the little booklets over here. I love my setup. It's beautiful.
It's only fair that everyone else is showing you how they do it. I've only been doing it for less than a year, so this is how I do it so far. Any cards I get in the mail go in this binder. So these are official Postcrossing. In this one, these are the first 100 cards that I got. I will have to start a new binder going forward. And there's a little pouch in here, and that's where I put my blank cards. That's where I put some of my blank cards anyways. The other blank cards are here. I don't sort them. You know what? Part of the fun for me is when I get to print off someone's ID and go through what they like. I get to go through all the postcards, not just go to the section that's just birds or just whatever, because that's what they like. I'm going to go through all of them and see which card jumps out at me. There's some of these cards that I've had since early on, and some new cards that I get the first day, and then when I read it, it's like, oh, this one's perfect already, and it goes right out, so it doesn't stay in the collection. So I like to flip through all the old ones now. I don't have thousands and thousands like some of you amazing people do, but I do have enough right now that I can keep going through and say, oh, I like this one. It's not quite right for that person, but it's right for this person. So I have this binder is for all my swaps that I've gotten so far. So it's a bit bigger because there's more than 100. You guys have been very fastidious in getting a hold of me and asking if you want to do swaps. And then when we first start to do a swap, sometimes we continue to swap out thereafter, which is even better. Then I know that if I get a card from you, I'm just going to write one and send one right back, rather than keep asking you if you want to swap or having you ask if you want to swap again. So I really like that, and it's just building up the happy mailbox. Everything's going great. So if it's official, you're going in a binder like this, and if it's a swap, you're going in the other binder. And if it's just a blank postcard, you're going in a pile, and I'm going to go flip through the cards when I need to. That's how I'm doing it now. In 10 and 15 years time, who knows? All I really want to do is promote the hobby. The more people that know about postcrossing and trading of postcards and swaps and stamp collecting and all the things that come around with postcrossing, that's what I want to do. I want to promote it. I want to hear responses from people through these videos or on Instagram at Rob Lennox that say, I saw your video and it made me want to start postcrossing, and I did. That's what really, builds the fire right now to continue making postcrossing videos, is to find new people that haven't heard of the hobby before and that enjoy starting it. Anytime I get one of those little testimonials saying, it's because of you and your videos, that's what matters. It's great. Brings a smile to my face and really helps out. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying these videos. We'll continue to do some. We will continue to make more videos about postcrossing and postcards for sure. There'll be other videos on other things, like my Ask That Dad Guy segment that I'm doing now. So if you've got a question, this week's questions about categories about Canada Post, you have a question on it, go to that video, leave a comment. And next week when I answer it, or this weekend when I put out the video, there'll be a new topic, and we'll continue to do that as long as you guys enjoy doing those videos. If I stop getting participation in those, then I'll come up and think with something else that maybe you guys would like instead. But for now, thank you so much for this video and all the participants that helped make it possible. Till next time, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?